Hello, and welcome to the first Mondo Lookaround video. In this series of videos I am going to keep you updated on the current state of my project. Mondo is a fantasy multiplayer VR experience prototype. Using the HTC Vive, 2 or more players can meet in a virtual environment and see and interact with each other. Powered by the Unreal Engine 4, the game tracks the user's movements and replicates them through the network, so all players see how other people are moving, allowing the deepest embodiment possible. Let's get into it. When you start the game, you are brought in the character selection space. In here, the player can choose his appearance among a roster of characters. Later on, when entering the online arena, the body will be invisible to the player to avoid weird visual occlusions, but other players will see him with the appearance he has chosen. Let's go over to the arena map. This is the arena map. When players join an existing game, they will spawn in here and be allowed to interact. The arena features 4 swords, a not so subtle indication of the available gameplay. Swords deal damage depending on the timing of the attacks. If players wave senselessly their sword in the air, they will deal small to no damage. Instead, if they time their attacks well, they deal increasing damage with each blow. Another player can block incoming sword damage by intercepting the attack with a sword. Shields will also be available in the future. But as Mondo is a fantasy game, magic couldn't lack. As of now, 3 spells are available: Fire Shots, Area of Effect Explosion, and Self-Healing. More will be developed in the future. To cast a spell, the player has to press the trigger on the Vive controller and draw in the air the required magical gesture. Fire Shots are powerful spells with a high damage potential, but are difficult to place. They can be cast with both hands independently. When the magic gesture has been correctly performed, the hand of the player will start flaring. The player then needs to point the hand towards the enemy and then release the trigger when ready. A fire shot will erupt from the palm and travel forward in a parabolic movement. Fire shots are difficult to place, but if they hit, they deal massive damage. The Area of Effect Explosion spell is easier to place, but deals less damage and requires both hands to be casted. However, it can potentially hit more players. The Healing spell heals a small portion of health. When a player is hit, the peripheral vision will flash red. Health is not displayed explicitly, but after having hit 50% health, the visual of the player will slowly turn of a red hue. The hue intensifies as the health lowers, until in the end the player character dies. At the moment, the healing spell triggers a damage feedback, but the player is actually healed. So, this is it for now. Stay tuned for future updates and multiplayer gameplay footage.